Okay, ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome into the red corner, Eric, the Bolt, Anaba into the red corner. That is the ringside receiver, Peter Maniatis. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you. Brian Amatruda, Barry Michael Sports, welcome you back to Box on the Docks, number 3. The moment of truth, our main event, PABA and OPBF championship fight between two Victorian aces, Daniel Porky Lovett and Tiger Tim Bell. Yes, that's bout 7 on an action-packed card. Ladies and gentlemen, our first bout, 4 rounds of international lightweight boxing. Introducing first on my left, occupying the blue corner, with Keith Ellis Jr., Lincoln Hudson, a young man originally from Turkey, where he was the world amateur featherweight champion, a remarkable 302 fights, 291 wins in professional boxing in Australia. He's untarnished, 4 bouts, 2 wins, 2 draws, trained duly by Lincoln Hudson at the Blackdown Hit Squad, and Keith Ellis at Body Punch City, Sunshine, Victoria. At 61.40 kilograms, proudly wearing the Turkish colours of red and white, Sedat Tasci. And across the ring with Mario Patrisi, Samuel Colomban and Frank Laporto. Originally from Cameroon, now living in Sunshine, Victoria. A professional record of 13 bouts, 7 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses. Wearing multicoloured trunks, red, white and blue. At 61.70 kilograms, would you welcome Eric the Bolt Anaba. 4 rounds of lightweight boxing. Your referee in charge of the action, Tony Moretta. Judges at ringside, Wayne Ashdown, Gus Mercurio and Alan McCall. Here we go, Tony. 4 rounds of boxing. Referee's instructions. Timekeeper, Damien Membry.
Okay, gentlemen, I gave you instructions in the dressing room. Defend yourself at all times and obey my... Good luck back to your corners and wait for the bell.
Here we go, opening bout.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the beautiful Peninsula Complex here at the Docklands in Melbourne, Australia, for Box at the Docks. The main event this afternoon, as you've just heard from our ring announcer, Howard Lee, Daniel Porky Lovett up against Tim Bell for the PABA Light Heavyweight Championship and also the OPBF Light Heavyweight Crown. We're about to get underway for the first bout on the undercard. Bruce Eva with you, and I'm joined in commentary this afternoon by Peter Maniatis. G'day, Pete.
G'day, Bruce. This shapes up as an interesting first-up fight. Eric Anaba was a Commonwealth Games representative for Cameroon. He stayed over, and as we heard Howard Lee mention, Tasci, he's a former world amateur champion, so both boys are well-skilled, aren't they, in the amateur level?
Certainly. Tasci, the man in the red trunks with the white piping, and Anaba with the red trunks with the white and blue stripe down the side. As you said, Tasci, what an amazing amateur record. 291 victories from 302 bouts and undefeated in the pro ranks as well. 2 wins and 2 draws. And this is 4 rounds at the lightweight limit.
I've seen a lot of Eric Anaba, and he's tough and his game, and he's a little fireball that always puts pressure, and he can take punishment. So this will be a good step up for Tasci, who was quite impressive his last fight, defeating Matt Power, the former Australian featherweight champion. Yep,
and Anaba coming off a victory at his last start as well, some 6 months ago. It broke a string of 3 consecutive losses, so his confidence will be up as well. It's been an all-action start to what is going to be. Oh, and that's a little short. No,
it was a knockdown. Knockdown. He was off balance, but I don't like the way Sedat started off this fight, because he looks better when he gives himself a bit of reach and throws his lightning quick combination. He sits there punching on with Eric Anaba. It leaves him a sitting target.
First of 4 scheduled rounds. True international contest, of course. Anaba originally from Cameroon, Tasci hailing from Turkey. Lightweight limit, Anaba coming in at 61.7 kilos, Tasci at 61.4.
Both boys starting pretty quick. Bruce, that's probably testament to their amateur background that they have to come in there firing away. They're throwing a lot of punches for the first round, aren't they?
Certainly, Tasci got through with a good left hand at the start of that exchange with his opponent. He throws everything with bad intentions, Tasci, and he's certainly just getting a warning there from referee Tony Moretta, punching behind the back of the head. Capacity crowd in this evening, a magnificent complex here at the Docklands, right opposite the Telstra Dome. For those
that's complaining about a head clash there, but you know that happens in a pros. Actually, he might have a bit of blood snickering down.
A little cut next to the right eye of Tasci. He got through with a nice left hand to end the round as well, and the Tasci corner complaining to the referee Tony Moretta about the head clash as well. Second round of a scheduled 4-rounder.
How did you score the first round, Bruce?
Yeah,
10-9 for me for Tasci.
For Tasci, yeah.
Oh, he got dropped there.
What a tremendous right hand, and the count after some slight delay being put on Tasci. He was probably lucky to get away with just being classed as a slip in the first round when it looked, you called it as a knockdown as well, Pete. So Anaba, a high-octane start to the second round with a huge right hand. Tasci fires back though.
Look, Tasci, in my opinion, he's better suited when he stays out of range because he's got better reach than Anaba, and he doesn't need to sit there and be waiting for the counter.
Another clash of heads then as well when Tasci came roaring in.
Not fighting a smart fight, Tasci.
No. He looks very tense as well, doesn't he? He doesn't look that relaxed in the throwing of his punches.
Both boys in great shape, though.
Excellent condition.
And Mario Patrizzi, now one of the up-and-coming trainers in Victorian boxing, has got a nice stable, and he's really got an Anaba cherry ripe here today.
Just a little cheeky right hand clipping Tasci at the end of that exchange by Anaba, and that's a much heavier punch that cannons into the left side of the jaw of Tasci by Anaba.
Tasci, to me, he's not using his feet and his evasive skills as he was in the first round. Now he's just sitting there waiting to be hit.
Dropped in the
his
early
legs
seconds of his second round.
Bruce. Yep. Legs a bit straight. That might be because of a lot of amateur experience. He's got to just sit down a bit more and get a bit more lateral movement.
Tasci on his bike now. They coming together again in centre ring, and good evasive skills shown then. Tasci goes to the body.
Straight legs though, Bruce. I don't like that, the way Tasci just walks up with the straight legs.
Anaba takes the offensive then. Tasci fires back, but that punch caught on the gloves. And they lock up in the neutral corner. Promised to be a great card tonight, Pete.
Oh, we're going to be spoiled, Bruce.
Main event, of course, Daniel Porky Lovett, Tiger Tim Bell for the PABA and OPBF light heavyweight crowns. We're watching Tasci v Anaba in the first of 7 fights on this great card put together by Barry Michael and Brian Amatruda.
Gee, Anaba is one of the most action-packed undercard fighters you'd ever want to see. He's either getting hit or hitting.
And he was hit then, copped a good uppercut on the jaw to close the round. How did you score that, Pete?
10-8, Anaba.
Obviously with the knockdown in the early stages.
At the Melbourne Cricket Ground. All the champions here, Barry Michael, Les Corellis.
Halfway through this scheduled 4-rounder between Eric Anaba and Sedat Tasci, with a knockdown by Eric Anaba in the opening seconds of the second round. Probably giving him the slight edge in this one after Peter Maniata score. What a ferocious start to the third round, just toe-to-toe. And Anaba probably came out the better of that one, and he's on the attack again. Furious start to round 3, Peter.
Does Tasci really need to do this?
No.
He can win the fight with his jab. Does he really need to be playing Russian roulette? Because that's what he's doing at the moment, Bruce.
What a Terrific exchange at the start of the third round.
Little low.
And warned by
Tony Moretta
Tony Moretta
to keep them up.
I back off a little, although now I go to work in the neutral corner with Tasci on the attack. Anaba with the peekaboo defence, and Tasci therefore goes to the body.
The pace is starting to catch up with both fighters.
Well, both the second and the third round have started in sensational circumstances, which takes a little bit of the starch out of both boys.
This is where one of the boys should take the initiative and really drive it home with a 4-round fight.
Tasci looking to defend his undefeated record. 4 bouts, 2 wins, 2 draws.
Got hit again.
Yeah, Anaba again with a beautiful shot.
Now,
almost a delayed reaction there from Tasci.
He's walking in straight legs and not moving his head. What does he expect?
Anaba countering beautifully again.
You can see Tasci's a multi-talented fighter, though. He's got all the skills and all the moves. He's just got to relax a bit and settle down into the pros, because at the moment he's just over-eager.
Another good exchange in the middle of the ring. And Anaba on the attack again. Tasci sticks out the tongue. And Tasci fires a big left hook. Anaba on the retreat, and Tasci powers into him. Hard round to score, Pete.
At the moment, it's pretty even.
Pretty even. Probably Anaba had the slight edge with that big shot in the midway part of the round, but Tasci's had the better of the last 30 seconds. A good left hook as well. It certainly got Eric Anaba's attention.
At the moment, I'm scoring this to Tasci, and I'm scoring the fight dead even. Being a 10-9 first round for Sedat and 10-8 for Anaba. 10-9 again for Tasci.
So according to Peter Maniatis, it's all down to this 4th and final round, which is coming up very shortly here at Peninsula at the Docklands. 4th and final round. Bruce Eve and Peter Maniatis ringside at this Barry Michael Brian Amatruda promotion. Pete, you've got it dead level between Eric Anaba and Sedat Tasci.
That's right, Bruce. I scored the first round 10-9 to Tasci, second round 10-8 to Anaba, and 10-9 to Tasci again, so all even.
Only the one knockdown in the fight, and that was Tasci visiting the canvas in the early stages of the second round. He did hit the deck in the first round, but it was only recorded as a slip by referee Tony Moretta. Tasci, as has been the tradition in this fight already, starts the attack, and Anaba looking to counter. Tasci warned just for pushing off into the face with the gloves. Certainly not the early fireworks at the start of this round as there has been in the previous two, Pete.
No.
Well, and just
nice
as we
right
say
hand.
that, terrific,
Tasci.
Yeah, terrific right hand. Anaba took it pretty well, but it probably has Tasci just with his nose in front in this 4th round. They up the tempo now. Tasci again sticks his tongue out to his opponent. Fires a cheeky little uppercut there as they clinch centre ring. Anaba probably has to get a little busier in this last minute, Peter.
Nice right hand landed there by Anaba with Tasci coming in, but not enough in this round to, in my opinion, to win the fight. I think Tasci's winning the round.
Anaba getting a warning from referee Tony Moretta.
This fight's still up in the air, though. A strong finish from Anaba will probably see him win the fight.
You get the feeling one big shot from either fighter could pull this one out of the fire. And Tasci on the attack again. Anaba tries to counter back. Both boys getting a little sloppy now as they get tired towards the end of this 4th and final round. Anaba certainly is looking quite fatigued.
It's like the last 100 metres of a 1,000-metre sprint race at the moment.
Anaba goes to the body. Tasci's corner have done a great job with that small cut over his right eye. Anaba fires again, but that punch was well short. Looks like we'll be going to the scorecards.
The both boys have fought with great spirit, though, haven't they, Bruce?
Certainly have, and they're both actually taking a breather in the dying stages of this one.
This is where one of the boys should just start flurrying to finish.
Yep.
Close the show.
And Tasci probably gets in the better of the 2 or 3 punches there at the end of that round. Well, you would give that round to Sedat Tasci.
Both fighters come to centre ring for our decision. Have a big round of applause after a very competitive kamikaze-type battle our opening day of the afternoon. Our commentators Bruce Heaver and Peter Maniatis going live on Sky. We have a split decision, ladies and gentlemen. Judge Wayne Ashdown had it 28-27 for the red corner, Anaba. Okay, how can it be 27-28? It was. Does that seem right? 4 rounds of boxing. We might have to clarify that. We've resurrected it. Once again, we have a split decision. Judge Wayne Ashdown has it 38-37, red corner, Anaba. Judges Alan McCall and Gus Mercurio have the same scorecard, but the other way. 38-37, 38-37, majority points winner, blue corner, Sedat Tasci. Originally from Turkey, now based Blacktown, via Somchai. Mr. Brian Amatruda, winner and runner-up.
Made a bit of an impact. He's tough, he's fit, and he gives it his best, so always makes you competitive, doesn't it?
Certainly does. Let's go up to Howard Lee for the introductions for this second fight on this 7-bout card here this evening.
Chief photographer, World of Boxing's Werner Kitten. Never misses a show. Welcome back to Centre Ring. Sunday afternoon fights going into the twilight tonight. Box on the docks number 3. Barry Michael, Brian Amatruda Promotions. Welcome you to Centre Ring. This afternoon we'll have the results of the Phillip Island Grand Prix. Casey Stoner, you know the details, Bruce. No result. It's 4 o'clock Melbourne time. Okay, we keep the show rolling. 4 rounds of boxing in the Super Welterweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing on my right, occupying the red corner from Moama, New South Wales, just over the beautiful Murray River, from Echuca, Victoria. He made his professional debut on the Jeff Fennick Zuma Nelson extravaganza on June 24. At 68.20 kilograms, wearing black trunks, Barry Quillen, his chief mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, he's not the former Deputy Prime Minister, Peter Costello, he's Ben Costello in the red corner. And across the ring, looking resplendent in blue and white, Team Lovett, John Cheetah, Evan Themelakis with a young man from Taylor's Lakes in Melbourne's western region. At 67.90 kilograms, his total boxing kickboxing record reads 15 bouts, 9 wins. In professional boxing, 2 bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, wearing trunks of white and blue, soldier of Christ, he's Nick Themelakis. 4 rounds of boxing. Wayne Ashdown, your third person in centre ring. Judges Gus Mercurio from Paynesville, Tony Moretta and Alan McCall. Here we go.
Okay, guys, with these rules and best rules, keep the blows up, step back, and break clean like a break. Okay? Finish off at all times. Like that.
So another 4-rounder. Costello in the black trunks, Themelakis in the white trunks with the blue band and piping. Who do you favour in this one, Pete?
Put me on the spot, Bruce, but look, both boys are fit, both boys are very similar. Look, it's a 50-50 matchup. It depends who's right on the night. Like in football, mate, when it's an even money bet, you just see who turns up on the day.
So true, and that's what we love to see in boxing, evenly matched fights. That's what it's all about.
but I'll grab my inflatable crystal ball, pretty similar to the one in Harry Potter, and I'll give you a prediction pretty soon, mate.
Good man. Maybe in about 15 minutes' time if we go the distance. And we're underway, the first of a scheduled 4. And they're straight to work as well. Once again, both boys stripping in fine fettle. No real advantage in height to either boy. Nice exchange there just above our commentary position.
Themelakis has had more the kickboxing background, trained by Johnny Skeeter, who's a legendary trainer out in Sunshine. And Ben Costello from Echuca, he's a big association man. He's had a lot of amateur fights, so it's a classic case of a kickboxing apprenticeship versus an apprenticeship amateur boxing.
Themelakis 9 of 15 in his kickboxing career before changing to conventional boxing. A ferocious exchange near the neutral corner. Certainly started this one at a cracking pace as well, which you need to do in 4-round fights, Peter.
You do, and Nick looks very strong walking forward. He's got some good exchanges.
Slightly seems to have an edge in power, doesn't he? His punches, he seems the heavier handed of the two. Third man in centre ring, Wayne Ashdown. A good shot by Themelakis there. At the attention of Ben Costello.
Oh, nice right hand there from Costello.
His best punch of the fight, no doubt. Costello takes the attack then, but inflicts no damage. Themelakis shows good evasive skills.
Junior middleweight contest over 4 rounds, Bruce. It's good to see
another good shot from Costello.
2 Victorian boxers here, well matched and really put in 100%.
And Costello on the attack here, another big left hand, really has Themelakis in trouble. Costello winging away wildly. Now Themelakis tries to punch back. And this certainly will have swayed the round heavily in Costello's favour. He's thrown the 2 best punches of the round, 2 cracking right hands.
Themelakis, his head still looks clear, Bruce. I don't think he's been hurt.
Oh, and Themelakis with some artillery of his own. What a terrific opening round. And Costello fires back to end a terrific first round. Hard one to score, Peter. Round 2 of a scheduled 4-rounder. Ben Costello and Nick Themelakis. Costello in the black trunks, Themelakis white with the blue band and piping. Sensational opening round with the momentum swinging backwards and forwards between both fighters.
It certainly is, Bruce. Fiery opening round. It's going to be good to see if Themelakis still keeps pushing forward the way he was in the first round.
Costello probably scored the 2 best punches of the opening round, but Themelakis certainly had his moments, and he's on the attack again. Costello countering well. It was a very evenly matched fight. Themelakis getting worn for a little bit of holding. Bolo right hand by Themelakis, tries that punch again. Costello fires back. Continues at a cracking pace.
I'm impressed with Themelakis' strength. He's a very strong boy, isn't he?
Yep. Costello catches him in close. And they just stand toe to toe and exchange plenty of leather. Themelakis has taken Costello's punches very well. Oh. Big
nice
uppercut, terrific uppercut. Themelakis again fires back. Another short chopping right by Costello. Straight down the pipe again. Themelakis tries his own uppercuts. Misses on both occasions. Nice stiff jab from Costello. Good straight right hand by Themelakis. Oh, terrific punches from both fighters. Standing toe to toe.
You could put this fight in a phone booth, couldn't you, Bruce?
Yeah, absolutely. Costello fires away again.
Mouth guards down.
So, timeout called by referee Wayne Ashdown. A little bit of confusion as to which neutral corner Themelakis was to head to. Mouth guard washed out for Costello, who's gasping in the big ones. Has been fought at a furious pace the first almost 2 rounds of this 4-rounder. They'll do well to keep this pace in the second half of the fight, Pete.
They will. They will. Look, I'm tipping here that the pace will stay pretty even from here on.
Themelakis probably got the better of that exchange. All action fight, the second of 7 big bouts on this Barry Michael Bryan Amatruda card here at Peninsula Docklands. First fight of the night, split points decision to Sedat Tasci over Eric Anaba. We're watching Ben Costello in the black trunks, Nick Themelakis in the white trunks. Another interesting round to score, Pete. Costello, a short break, back with round 3 right after this. 2 down, 2 to go. Nick Themelakis and Ben Costello going at it hammer and tongs in this second battle of a scheduled 7 fights here tonight at Peninsula Docklands. Peter Maniatis and Bruce Hoover with you in commentary. Peter scored both the first 2 rounds narrowly to Ben Costello in the black trunks.
I could have just about scored them even rounds, Bruce, but I just don't like scoring even rounds.
Costello on the attack in the early stages of this 3rd round. Themelakis fires back again. Costello getting the better of this exchange though. A couple of big uppercuts. Again gets through with the uppercut. Themelakis really have to be impressed with his character and his strength to fight back.
Fortitude's been fantastic this fight, hasn't it?
Sure has. As Costello continues to wing away to the body, Themelakis gets an uppercut through.
If the fight was scored around a piece at the moment, it wouldn't surprise me.
3 judges, Alan McCall, Gus Mercurio and Tony Moretta, if it does go to the judges' scorecards. Themelakis getting the better of that exchange. Working away now in the red corner, Costello's corner. Themelakis pinned up against the ropes. Good left hand by Themelakis, but then Costello with more artillery gets through, and Themelakis on the attack now. Not taking a breather, Pete.
No, they're not. They're not. Both boys are just
big punches from Costello.
Now starting to load up.
Teeing off. And Themelakis just wants to come right back at him. Butt heads like 2 old bulls. Good left rip to the body there from Themelakis as well. Not leaving anything in the locker, these 2 boys. Every punch thrown with bad intentions. Costello gets through with a nice short right.
I like the attitude of Themelakis. He doesn't panic when he's under fire. And I just saw him look across to his corner, then in between the breaks. He does everything right. With a bit more experience, he's going to make a good fighter.
Costello probably edging him in this round again. Themelakis has been brave and thrown plenty of leather himself. Both boys will have known they've been in a war when this one's over. Themelakis fires back again. Costello's used up a lot of petrol the first chunk of this round. Both boys digging deep. We've still got a round to go.
How are you scoring this round, Bruce?
I have Costello in front, but Themelakis certainly has had his moments again. Yeah, Costello round for Mike.
We're all shook up.
3 rounds. final round of what has been a thrilling contest here between Ben Costello in the black trunks and Nick Themelakis in the white and blue. Themelakis, interestingly, hasn't elected to sit down on his stool between any of the rounds, Pete. We've scored all 3 rounds to Costello, but it certainly hasn't meant it's been a one-sided fight. Themelakis has fought very bravely and caught Costello with many shots as well, but Costello probably the cleaner and just slightly better in the work rate.
Good in-tight fighting there from both boys.
Themelakis on the attack in the start of this 4th round.
Themelakis landed some nice body shots.
Yeah, great body shots. Costello sticks the jab out 3 or 4 times. Both superbly conditioned to fight at this pace for 4 rounds. And you would think on this performance from both boys, Peter, plenty of good fights, a lot of activity for both of them coming up in 2009.
Absolutely, Bruce, absolutely. Both boys, a breath of fresh air, and it just keeps the game stronger when you can get 2 boys like this going toe-to-toe and putting on such a good fight.
They both continue to wail away into each other. Themelakis, I reckon, had the better of this round.
I agree. This has been a good round from Themelakis.
And he's done not a lot of damage, but he's certainly scored heavily with body shots. Costello now back on the attack, and they're almost fighting in slow motion now, which you can't blame them. They have fought at a ferocious pace for 3.5 rounds. Both very tired. They will get a terrific ovation at the end of this. And referee Wayne Ashdown, he's had the best view in the house. It's been fought in the right spirit as well. Costello. Nice right hand. Terrific right hand from Themelakis. But Costello fires back. Themelakis, though, again with another straight right. Going right to the wire, this one. Continuing to be busy in the neutral corner. Themelakis with one last surge. Themelakis clearly having the better of this round, but Costello continues to fire back. Can't be long to go. In fact, that's it. What a terrific 4-round battle.
Themelakis ran for me.
But Themelakis from Taylor's Lakes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a majority decision. Judge Gus Mercurio could not separate the 2 fighters. He had a 38-38 a draw. He was overruled by Judge Alan McCall, 39-37, and Tony Moretta, 40-36. Your winner by majority decision, red corner, Ben Costello.
So a majority decision to Ben Costello. And
originally from Townsville, Jordan and GeeHoy. Here we go, 4 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. Introducing in the blue corner, originally from Townsville, Queensland, he goes 6 rounds, is it, Pete? Clarify that. 6 rounds of boxing. Thank you, Damien. Thank you, Keith. 6 rounds of boxing. Introducing in the blue corner, originally from Townsville, now living in South Yarra, Victoria. In amateur boxing, 6 Queensland amateur championships, 3 Australian amateur championships, 1 professional fight on the Keith Ellis show at Somchai. At 66.50 kilograms, black and white trunks, Collingwood, Magpies colours. Would you welcome Jordan G-Spot GeeHoy. GeeHoy in the blue corner with Lincoln Hudson assisting. And across the ring, he's already developed a great cult following. with Samuel the Lion Columban Mario Patrici from the Kensington Gymnasium. At 65.90 kilograms, he combines soccer and the thoroughbred industry. 3 professional fights, 2 wins. Wearing blue trunks with white trim, we do welcome the hunter, Tim Hunt. Tim Hunt in the red corner. Tony Moretta to give referees instructions. 6 rounds of boxing.
Also,
I saw his professional debut, an impressive win.
Round 1.
Jordan GeeHoy, he's an Aboriginal fighter from up north, and he's got all the skills. There's a lot of Anthony Mundine about him. Very accurate, poised, good Indigenous fighter.
And Tim Hunt, local boy here in Melbourne.
He looks bigger, Tim Hunt, to me.
Yeah, he does, doesn't
physically.
he? GeeHoy throws the first significant punch of the fight. After some confusion at the start, this is a 6-rounder, not a 4-rounder. We've had 2 4-rounders to kick off this big show put on by Barry Michael and Brian Amatruda.
This is another 50-50 fight, Bruce.
Both boys just in the formative stages of their punch-for-pay careers. 1 win from that 1 start for GeeHoy. 2-1, the record of the hunter, Tim Hunt. Oh,
nice left hook.
Terrific left
Caught
hook
him on
from
top of the
GeeHoy.
temple.
Terrific left hook. And taking the 8 count is Tim Hunt.
We said how impressive Jordan GeeHoy was, didn't we? He had a smashing professional debut only about 6 weeks ago in Sunshine. I'm super impressed with him.
And that knockdown was as much from his speed as his power, wasn't it?
It was a flash knockdown. Yep. It was a flash knockdown, but definitely it's scores the round just about in Jordan's favour if we keep going.
Just not sure whether Tim Hunt's legs are fully back, working in sync with the brain at the moment. As GeeHoy on the attack, understandable as well. Hunt tries to fire back, gets a little sloppy. And referee Tony Moretta warning both boys about holding in the clinch.
He looks a goods, Jordan GeeHoy, doesn't he? Just a classic style and a lot of speed, picks his moments, hard to hit.
6-time Queensland amateur champion, 3-time national amateur champion.
I just love the way he slips a jab and he moves and he counters well.
Trying for that money punch again, the left hook, which scored that knockdown earlier in the round. Oh, nice right hand from Tim Hunt.
The Indigenous fighters are back with Anthony Mundine and William Kickett.
Yeah, Willie Kickett, yep, from over in the west. What a famous name Kickett is in sport from Western Australia.
Tim Hunt used to be trained by Bobby Scrivano, and then he moved over to Paul Ferrari. Now with Mario in the corner there, he's had 3 trainers, but a very promising fighter himself.
Jordan GeeHoy with the legendary Keith Ellis, part of his contingent in the corner. GeeHoy on the attack again, and Hunt slings GeeHoy to the ground, but he gets a warning from right on the bell to end the opening round. And GeeHoy's pumped as he goes back to the corner because he knows he's got that in the bag. 10-8. Just with a lightning quick left hook in the first 30 seconds of the bout. GeeHoy in the black trunks with the white trim. Tim Hunt, blue trunks with the white trim. All leading up to, of course, the big one tonight. Daniel Porky Lovett and Tiger Tim Bell, the PABA and OPBF light heavyweight crowns. GeeHoy will probably, just a slight warning from Tony Moretta for pushing down on the back of the neck of Tim Hunt. Another left hook there from GeeHoy, which was that money punch in the first round, Pete.
It certainly was. I feel for Tim Hunt here because when he does try and throw his jab, Jordan just slips it so easily. Leaves him open to counters.
Hunt flicks out the jab. And again, but
super impressed by Jordan GeeHoy.
Yep.
Bruce, I hate
both
to be,
attack and defence.
Yeah, I just like the look of him. His second professional fight here, and he's just got the makings of a fighter. You can just see a fighter when you with a little bit of polish and experience. He could become an unstoppable force.
Tip the scales.
Welterweight limit, right on welterweight limit, and he's a kid that's only 20 years of age, I think. So you know, he'll grow. He might grow to a junior middleweight by the end of his career.
Very powerful in the torso, doesn't he?
I actually had the pleasure of meeting him about 6 weeks ago, and he's a great kid too. He's very humble, and he's out here with. I mean, because it's lonely coming down from up north to cold Melbourne and just training with boxing, but he's told me he's settled in well and he's happy and he's looking forward to boxing under Keith Ellis and making an impact here in Victorian boxing.
Originally from Townsville, but as Peter just told you, now in boxing's heartland down here in Melbourne. Apologies to our Sydney friends watching. As Hunt just gets a cheeky little right hand and then does some good work in close as well, but it sparked GeeHoy back into action, who missed with a wild right over the top. Hunt fires away again.
Hunt's starting to get into the fight now.
Yeah, he's got a taste for it.
Hunt's having a good period here.
This round's still up for grabs, so if Hunt can finish this round the way he's performed over the last minute. GeeHoy now fires back, most of those punches missing though. Little short right by Hunt, working away in Hunt's red corner.
The left hook catches him again.
And again. And he's got Hunt in a bit of trouble here. Powerful finish to the second round by Jordan GeeHoy, and he had Tim Hunt staggered in the last 10 seconds of that round, probably leading it by 3 points on Peter Maniatis' card after 2 rounds of a scheduled 6. A short break from the Peninsula here at Docklands, back with round 3 right after this. Third round coming up with an electric finish to the second round by Jordan GeeHoy in the black trunks against Tim Hunt in the blue. And he wobbled him in his own corner after he set him on the canvas in the first round.
Get your head down, Tim.
And GeeHoy starts the third round with a stiff left to the body. And he's on the attack again. He knows he had his man hurt late in that second round.
Tim Hunt, midway through the second round, started showing some good array of punches, and it was just Jordan G. Again, Tim Hunt starting to have a good opening to the round.
Yeah, he changed the momentum in that second round, only to be caught in the last 10 seconds of the round, but trying to get back on equal terms here. And fires away at GeeHoy again. Plenty of ticker shown by Tim Hunt, who has worn GeeHoy's best.
It's been the left hook from Jordan GeeHoy that's been a money punch for him tonight, and again landed.
Yep. Lunging in there, GeeHoy. So, short right by Hunt.
Tony Moretta not breaking him, letting him work in there.
Eventually asked them to break. GeeHoy stalks his man again, but Hunt fires first. Glancing blow off the chin of GeeHoy.
Good start to the round here from Tim Hunt though. This is his... And, just about a point off then. And Keith Ellis yelling out in the background to take a point off.
Yeah, he didn't even actually officially warn him, which if Tony Moretta had his time again, he would.
Right to the body, King.
Hunt leads with a left to the body, going downstairs again, but they tie up in centre ring.
Right to the body, King.
GeeHoy just getting a little frustrated with Hunt's tactics here. Both exchange stiff jabs. Lunging in GeeHoy, but Hunt ties him up. Again, GeeHoy misses with a wild right over the top. Keith Ellis imploring his fighter to shorten his punches a little. Get a bit closer.
Tim Hunt's had a good round this round, though, in all fairness. He's made it hard for Jordan, and he's using his reach.
Another superbly matched fight by Barry Michael and Brian Amatruda.
Yes, body.
And GeeHoy got the left hook through again. After Hunt had a good little period there. GeeHoy again tries to unload. Hunt fires back, and I reckon Tim Hunt might have just snuck that round. Yep. So just swinging the momentum back, the local boy. Well done. Fourth round of a scheduled 6. Tim Hunt and Jordan GeeHoy. And like the previous 2 fights tonight, it has been all action from the opening bell. Bruce Eva and Peter Maniatis with you in commentary. This Barry Michael Brian Amatruda promotion here at Peninsula at Docklands.
This fight's up for grabs, Bruce. Even though I've got Jordan GeeHoy a couple of rounds up, I can't. You can't say he's home because this fight is up for grabs, and Tim Hunt's working away and having some good moments.
And we believe Hunt could have pinched that third round, certainly a big start by GeeHoy with sending Hunt to the canvas in the first round for a 10-8 round, and probably won we believe would have won the second as well. But Hunt working his way back into this contest.
Seems to have settled down. Hunt, as the fight's got long, he looks a lot more comfortable and balanced in this fight.
Right to the body, left. Yes.
Nice jab from Tim Hunt. And staying at range from GeeHoy has certainly frustrated the Indigenous fighter, hasn't it? With just that slight advantage in reach, forcing GeeHoy to lunge in and certainly not have the leverage on his punches.
Good point, Bruce. It's been a technical fight.
And again, GeeHoy just
fights.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay, Timmy, take it up to it. Keep your head down though, chin down.
Sticking out the jab again, Tim Hunt, and that's beautiful.
Nice right hand.
Beautiful 1-2. This is the jab and the follow-up straight right hand right on the button.
We mentioned as the fight goes longer, Tim Hunt seems to get better.
Yeah, he's winning this round as well. Well, if the judges are watching the same fight as we are.
Chin down, chin down.
Tim Hunt getting... Oh, there's that left hook again from Jordan GeeHoy. He took that better, Tim Hunt, than he has the previous couple that have landed flush earlier in the fight.
Right side of the body.
Deep into the fourth round.
Move to his right too.
Barry Michael offering plenty of advice from the neutral corner.
Jordan GeeHoy trying to land his money punch, a left hook, but both of them have missed.
Still have Hunt ahead in this round.
Yes.
And he's on the attack, Tim Hunt, and he's giving Jordan GeeHoy everything he can take and then some. In the neutral corner, Tim Hunt finishing this round with a flourish. Jordan GeeHoy's talking to him in the neutral corner, but Tim Hunt, we believe, has won the past 2 rounds. And this one tightens up with 2 rounds to go. 4 down, 2 to go between Jordan GeeHoy and Tim Hunt. Another excellent fight on this Barry Michael Brian Amatruda card. 4 rounds down of a scheduled 6. Jordan GeeHoy up against the local boy Tim Hunt, who's getting plenty of support. The crowd really getting into this one. GeeHoy burst out of the blocks with a knockdown in the opening round, dominated the second. But the last 2 rounds, Tim Hunt appears to have shaded his Queensland rival, who now is based down here in Melbourne as well.
I think both boys will fight later on for much bigger honours. It's been a good third up fight for a 6th rounder, hasn't it, Bruce?
Certainly has, as GeeHoy on the attack again. It's only his 2nd professional fight, only the 4th professional contest for Tim Hunt, who brings a 2-1 record into this contest. There's that left hook again from GeeHoy, certainly not as clean as earlier in the fight. It's clearly his best punch. But Hunt has managed to nullify it over the last couple of stanzas.
Underneath, Timmy, come on. Put the pressure on.
GeeHoy gets in close again, but Hunt ties him up. Tony Moretta Lets them work out of it themselves. Little uppercut. Jolted the head back of Tim Hunt there from GeeHoy.
How do you score this round at this early stage, Bruce?
I'd have GeeHoy slightly ahead.
Pretty much up for grabs though, isn't it?
Certainly is. Leading promoter Peter Maniatis, along with Bruce Eva in commentary here at Peninsula at Docklands. Huge night of boxing put on by Barry Michael and Brian Amatruda.
Nice left hook.
Left hook again from Jordan GeeHoy. It is absolutely textbook as well, isn't it?
Mouth guard drops.
Yep.
I think it's GeeHoy's mouth guard.
Good. And with Hunt was getting the better of that exchange as well. Hunt sent to the neutral corner as GeeHoy has the mouth guard washed out, put back in.
Mario Patrizi in the corner telling Tim Hunt to go for the body. Interesting to see if he listens to the instructions.
Back in centre ring. Well done by Tim Hunt there. 2-3 crisp punches. GeeHoy retreats and another cracking left hand by Tim Hunt, who's on the attack. And a beautiful right over the top as well. Tim Hunt getting on top in this round also. GeeHoy desperately tries to fight back. Excellent fight. Terrific boxing by two exciting young prospects.
A point off. Has to be a point off there.
Well, that was a bit awkward with GeeHoy cannoning into the referee Tony Moretta, and
quite surprised Tony Moretta didn't take a point off.
Yeah, no warning either. A little bit of gamesmanship there at the start of this sixth and final round. Jordan GeeHoy waiting for Tim Hunt in the centre of the ring while Hunt was still down on his stool the last few seconds of the break between the fifth and this final sixth round of what's been another enthralling contest, Peter.
It certainly has, Bruce, and this round will probably, the winner of this round, if he finally wins the fight, in my opinion, I've got it dead even after 5.
With GeeHoy winning the first two, the first a 10-8 with that knockdown, but the last three being given on Peter Maniatis' card to Tim Hunt. Who can win this round decisively to pull this one out of the fire?
And we've been on the money twice already with the other two fights, Bruce.
Certainly have.
Trying to make it a hat-trick here.
Without blowing unnecessary wind into our tyres, Peter. Yes. That's why we're on the big money. Both boys superbly conditioned. Tim Hunt looks like he could do another 6 at this pace.
As the fight's progressed, Tim Hunt has got stronger and stronger and seemed more comfortable in the fight. He was all at sea early, wasn't he?
Certainly was. With just never quite regained his equilibrium for a round or two after that knockdown at the start of the opening round. But he has come on strong, and he continues to come on strong here. Mario Patrizi urging him forward. Jordan GeeHoy flicks out the left jab.
Even round so far, very hard to score.
For sure. Certainly GeeHoy's work rate's dropped off in the last couple of rounds. Another fight like the first two that's been fought in terrific spirit. Nice straight left by
Tim Hunt having a great little moment here.
Can he have a big finish? Knocks the mouth guard out again of Jordan GeeHoy. Off the ring apron as well, actually down onto the floor. So once again, the clock will be stopped. Tim Hunt goes to the neutral corner. Jordan GeeHoy, as in the last round, has the mouth guard washed, put back in. And that was a lovely little flurry, Peter.
It certainly was. Tim Hunt winning the round, and in my opinion now just about winning the fight.
Almost over the line on Peter Maniatis' card. Can Jordan GeeHoy swing this momentum once more? Or is Tim Hunt going to continue to surge towards the finish line?
Both boys don't seem very tired. Both boys seem they can do another 4 or 5 rounds, no problem.
Easily.
Which keeps them in good stead later on for their careers for the 10 and 12 round fights.
Both boys firing at range, and that's the end, and they want to keep going at the end of the 6th round.
There's no 7, Bruce.
No.
Better stop.
Another terrific contest, Peter. Jordan GeeHoy and Tim Hunt in another 6-round war. We've seen 2 4-round wars to get started. Mario Patrizi and Keith Ellis, the trainers, embrace as well. Jordan GeeHoy thinks he's done enough to win. And Tim Hunt looks pretty pleased as well. I reckon this again is going to be a very, very close call. Let's go up to Howard Lee with the result.
Much better card than last time. It's improving. The show's improving. The fight's improving. It's fantastic today.
And a good venue?
Beautiful venue. I love it here.
Okay, congratulations, Brian and Barry. As Bob said, the fight quality's going in. How about a big round of applause for these 2 warriors? 3 colossal bouts this afternoon. We have a split decision once again. Judge, again. Is that you, Lincoln Hudson? From Sydney Town. Never mind the storm. Judge Dave Hitchcock gave it 57-56, red corner, Tim Hunt. Judge Gus Mercurio had it 57-56. Judge Wayne Ashdown a little wider, 58-55. By split points, the winner, blue corner, Jordan GeeHoy. Our pioneer of kickboxing with Bob Jones. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Amatruda, Barry Marble, welcome you back to Centre Ring. Sunday afternoon, Sunday night fights. The Manly are leading 8-zip in the National Rugby League. Not looking good for the Storm, but they'll fight on. 4 rounds of international super heavyweight boxing. Would you welcome in the blue corner with Lincoln Hudson from the Blacktown Hit Squad. This man is a true warrior of boxing, kickboxing. He was in the era of Sam Greco, Stan the Man Longinidis. He fought all the big guns in kickboxing. In pro boxing, he's had 10 fights from Invercargill, New Zealand. He tipped the scales at the Grosvenor Hotel last night at a massive 114.30 kilograms. Gold trunks with a touch of black. Would you welcome New Zealand's Hiriwa Rangi. And across the ring in the red corner. Now with Barry Michael, Mario Patrizi, Kensington Gymnasium. Originally from Wellington, New Zealand. Now he's an Aussie boy living in Footscray, wearing Collingwood colours of black and white. He's had 8 professional fights. Only 1 loss, 6 inside the distance. Would you welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Melbourne's own, the Hitman, Kim Heta. Dave the Rock to give instructions. Here we go, super heavyweights.
So the big boys, Rangi and Heta. Peter Maniatis and Bruce Eva with you in commentary, and this is a rematch as well. March 2006 they went at it in Moorabbin. Here in Melbourne also, TKO by 4. 4th round TKO victory to Kim Heta on that occasion.
I was present at their first fight, and the first round was pretty heated, but Heta just seemed to be a little fitter at the time.
Rangi in the gold trunks, Heta in the black, and it must be said, Rangi has fought all of the big names in heavyweight boxing in this region. Twice in against Shane Cameron, made his professional debut against Shane Cameron. Fought Big Bob Mirovic.
The overhand right here's the punch for Kim Heta, because being the taller man, Raddy's right up there and he's just going to try and bowler it over. He caught him early before. Let's see if he can execute it.
Hasn't fought for over a year, Rangi. June of last year, he was stopped in 5 rounds by the nasty boy Nathan Briggs.
But he's been kickboxing.
Yes, yeah, he's always waxed and waned between the two disciplines, hasn't he?
A K1 fighter, good, tough K1 fighter too.
And Kim Heta brings a 7-1 record to the canvas this evening. And this certainly is a bit of a feeling out process in this opening round. We've seen 3 action-packed contests so far. 6 rounds of heavyweight boxing. And we're in the opening stanza. Rangi with a 16 kilo weight advantage when they tipped the scales at the Grosvenor Hotel in St Kilda yesterday.
I'd say 4 inches in height.
Yep.
I'd say Kim Heta about 5'11". Rangi looks about 6'3", 6'4" to me. Could probably fill a key position at St Kilda Football Club.
Certainly could. He's certainly good, Pete. 2 very big boys. Nothing really venomous has landed from either man so far.
Kim Heta, of course, is coming off the spoils of a WBF heavyweight Asian Pacific title win recently, so his career's moving forward.
Yeah, over Michael Pesci up at the North Sydney Rugby League Club. That was back in June, some 4 months ago, the start of June. Pesci actually had to retire with a leg injury.
And
on the domestic front, the heavyweight scene in Australia, it's been in the headlines lately with Bob Mirovic and Hopoatu. Did you get to see that fight, Bruce?
I didn't actually. No, I just saw some highlights. Didn't get to see it in its entirety, but yeah, Hopper continues to
march forward.
He does, and certainly Big Bob can enjoy retirement knowing that he has been in and mixed it with the best and stood toe to toe with some of the most dangerous heavyweights on the planet. And that's the end of a reasonably uneventful but
Rangi working the blue corner with Lincoln Hudson.
All around, but none of them.
Round 2 of a scheduled 6-rounder. We're getting everything here tonight, Peter.
Who'd just score the first round to, Bruce?
Well, I know you don't like to give 10-10s, but I reckon it was about as close as you could get. Very hard to split.
I tend to agree, but I scored it to Kim Heta. Being a hometown boy, I thought he just
shaded him,
edged out, but nothing to. I'm not confident about scoring it.
Faster start to this second round with Heta taking the attack to his bigger opponent. Rangi just pours out the jab, which Heta deflects relatively easily. Heta on the attack, goes to the body. Whoa.
I didn't see what happened there, Bruce.
No, it was hard with
Dave came in front of us. I don't know if it was a punch or
he certainly lost his footing momentarily to Rangi, and he's stung then by jolting left to the chin.
Punch.
Yep.
I'm tipping it's going to be the bowler punch though, the overhand right that does the damage.
And he's fairly open for it, isn't he? And Heta goes upstairs then and certainly has the better of that exchange. Rangi just blinking out the cobwebs. I think he might have been stung again then. As Heta warms to his task. Rangi, a giant of a man, tipping the scales at almost 115 kilos. Heta certainly on top in this second stanza.
Heta's not a small guy by any stretch of the imagination at 98.1.
An imposing package. Rangi tries to... He's not even trying to work off the jab. That's all he's throwing, the jab. He's got to let that right hand go, one thinks, if he's to get the attention of Heta. That was a better jab by Rangi. Heta also originally from New Zealand, now based here in Melbourne.
By all reports, say pretty good rugby player, Kim Heta.
Rangi just pours out the jab again. This time he follows it up with a straight right, but doesn't land. Heta fires back, and then they tie up. Dave Hedgecock, third man in centre ring. Legendary figure in the Australian boxing and kickboxing scene. And Heta
having some good moments.
Yep. The right just bounced off the forehead of Tarangi. Heta clearly winning that second round, and they retreat to their corners. 2 down, 4 to go if it goes the distance in this heavyweight contest here at the Peninsula at Docklands.
Championship time coming up. Our next 3 fights.
So round 3 coming up, and once again a little bit of confusion whether this is actually a 4-rounder or a 6-rounder. We'll just deal in the present, and this is the 3rd round of this heavyweight battle, and Tarangi goes to work, although Heta then fires away with both hands to the midriff of Tarangi. And Tarangi finally gets busy for the first time in the fight. Heta trying to stay low, be a smaller target to hit as he wades in, and then punches at range then, and just glancing uppercuts that, Tarangi just had his mouth guard knocked out, and he's in trouble.
Right,
he's in big trouble. Series of big right hands, and
standing 8 count. Like it's in effect.
Standing 8 count.
Well, Dave might have called it a knockdown because he might have been held up by the ropes.
Good observation, Peter. And they've thrown the towel in.
Good decision.
Thrown the towel in.
Good decision, I tend to agree.
After 4 or 5 huge right hands, and it was that bolo right hand, as you predicted, Peter. It gives a knockout victory to Kim. It was Tim Hunt last fight. Kim Heta, and he improves his record to 8-1.
And sticks the tongue out, so it's the first time he's smiled. He's looks like the cat has got the cream and the cherries and everything tonight. He's lifting the hands up. He feels like the heavyweight champion of the world out there, Bruce.
Yeah, 6 wins now inside the distance, and his record improves. Terrific performance by Kim Heta. And Hiriwa Tarangi continues to search for his first victory in professional boxing.
Had to give away a few centimetres. It's a return match, in fact. He did meet once before.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a little while, but it's good to get in, get the rust off, get to move around again. Good opponent, nice and strong. So, I look forward to the next one.
Okay. to boxing, the first of our triple header of championship fights. In this national championship bout, introducing on my left, occupying the blue corner, with Peter Heller, Lincoln Hudson, the Team Titan from the beautiful city of Newcastle, New South Wales. In amateur boxing, 16 fights, 10 wins. In professional boxing, 6 bouts, 5 wins, only 1 loss. Number 1 challenger, ranked in World of Boxing, Ray Whitley's magazine, number 5 challenger at 69.10 kilograms, wearing black trunks like Mike Tyson. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome Tui Leveni from New South Wales. And across the ring, former national champ Glenn Wibber Walsh, joining Barry Boy Michael in the red corner. From Taylor's Lakes, with enormous following here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In professional boxing, 6 bouts, 6 wins at 69.40 kilograms. Also wearing black trunks. Will you welcome Melbourne's own Big Pat Rullo.
So the first of our triple header of championship bouts about to get underway. The vacant Australian light middleweight title. Pat Rullo, the local hero here in Melbourne, up against Tui Leveni over 10 rounds. Peter Maniatis, as you said in our intro earlier tonight, looking through all 7 fights on the card. Classic matchup of a boxer against the brawler.
Definitely. We see Pat Rullo here. He's getting his first shot at an Australian title. And he's a good amateur too. He's got a good attitude, and he's starting off nice here with a jab. I'm tipping him to box the ears off Leveni, but it's still early to predict a result. But my money would be on Pat Rullo.
Both and Leveni. Now, was that a slip? Is going to be classed as a slip by Dave Hedgecock. Both fighters wearing black trunks. Rullo wearing the white boxing boots, the black boxing boots for Leveni, who also has got considerable artwork on both arms. As Rullo sticks out the jab.
Leveni's got that short, stocky brawler's build too, hasn't he?
And he's going to, he certainly has, and he's going to want to get in at close quarters more often than not in this evening's contest. 10 rounds for the national title. Rullo,
the overhand
big bolo right, yep. He does look dangerous, Leveni, but Rullo, we know, very classy boxer once he gets into his work. And Rullo happy to mix it up with Leveni in these early exchanges. Leveni again, a wild swinging left hook over, whistles over the top of Rullo's head. Rullo caught a little snappy left end by Leveni. Really wings his punches, Leveni, doesn't he?
He does, and he's had an impressive start here. Got caught coming in there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was nice, sharp, crisp work there by Rullo. It's been a fast start. Plenty at stake. The national light middleweight crown.
Pat Rullo needs to settle here because Leveni's starting to get off on him now.
It's better work from Rullo. He set his feet a little better there. Another good combination. Downstairs then upstairs. Leveni just clips him with a little left hand. If Rullo can keep him off, if the fight does play out that it's basically boxed at range, you would think Rullo...
first round, Bruce?
I'd possibly give it to Leveni, just. Round 2 of a scheduled 10. Australian light middleweight crown up for grabs. Tui Leveni up against Melbourne's bright young star Pat Rullo. The 10 rounds for the national crown. Just the 7th professional fight for Rullo. Just the 6th professional fight for Leveni. They got the one common opponent, Robert Toomey, who Leveni fought in his pro debut.
He's a good fighter, Robert Toomey.
Yeah, and that's the only loss on Leveni's record. Lost a 4-round points decision. He's won his 5 fights since. And it was the 4th professional fight for Rullo when he won a majority decision here at the Peninsula Complex at Docklands back in March of this year. And that was a very close and entertaining fight.
Tubi has also a win over Australian super middleweight champion Ismail Khani.
He's a Queenslander, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, he's a well put together fighter. Anyway, that was then, this is now, and Rullo and Leveni continue to go to work. 2nd round of a scheduled 10.
They butted heads then as well.
Dave Hedgecock, 3rd man in centre ring. And Rullo, you would think if he can continue to box at range and pick Leveni off with the jab, blunt his attack as he's coming in, will be well on the way to racking up the points.
Pat Rullo should just stick to the game plan. He got hit with a right hand, man, and he shook up. He shook up.
He is
I think
very
he's
shaken.
very hurt. I think he's hurt.
I reckon it was
a
left hand, and Leveni, as soon as
him up. He sees that
he's still a bit wobbly.
Rullo's a bit wobbly, and he's looking for the kill here.
He certainly is. Still plenty of time to go in this 2nd round. Rullo fights back with courage, but Leveni, another big left hand. Rullo comes firing back.
Showing the heart of a lion, Pat Rullo here.
Certainly is. He was definitely stung.
Nice body shot.
And Leveni then tees off with an uppercut that just misses the mark. Rullo goes to work back in Leveni's corner, just obscured at the moment by Dave Hedgecock.
A little nice right hand there from Leveni.
Yep. And Rullo gets through with a stinging right cross.
But here it's a classic case here where the brawler's getting the boxer to brawl with him, where Pat Rullo should be sticking back and just boxing him.
Yep. Now the fight is on Leveni's terms at the moment. It is a scrap. Yep. Caught again with the left was Pat Rullo.
Rullo should be jabbing and using his reach, staying outside.
Leveni walks forward again. Tries the bolo right hand, which Rullo easily ducks under. That ends an action-packed 2nd round, and that, I think, took a bit of petrol out of Pat Rullo as well. All his fine conditioning will come into play now. I'd have to give that round to Leveni. Round 3 coming up from Peninsula here at the Docklands. Round 3 between Pat Rullo and Tui Leveni for the Australian Light Middleweight Championship. And Leveni had Rullo hurt in the middle part of that 2nd round. Bruce Lever and Peter Maniatis with you on commentary. On the unofficial scorecard of leading promoter Peter Maniatis, he has Leveni just edging those first 2 rounds.
Rullo's opening up well here, shaking off the cobwebs. Getting caught early in the fight, Bruce, it tends to take a lot of wind out of you, and you just need to settle, and that's what Rullo has to do, because it's a big occasion here for the boy, and he doesn't want to blow the moment.
Fighting for national honours in just their 7th professional contest, respectively.
Well, I've been highly impressed with Tui Leveni. He has come forward and landed some big shots.
He certainly has, and Rullo already marking up around the eyes. And another big left hook by Leveni, and Rullo again is in trouble. Desperately hanging on.
He's got to hang on.
His legs are very wobbly. Yep. The knees aren't strong.
This has been super impressive from Leveni.
And again he tags Rullo with a big left. Concerned look on the face of Glenn Walsh, Pat Rullo's trainer. Leveni just teeing off.
Another right hand.
Rullo fights on bravely.
I've been super impressed with both boys, but it's Leveni that's got Rullo to brawl with him. When you get the boxer to brawl with you, well, he's fighting his game plan, so that's why Leveni seems to be getting off with the big shots.
And Rullo
Rullo, more punishment. He doesn't need to be right up there on his chest. Ran into another uppercut.
Big uppercut then. Jolted the head back. Glenn Walsh looking very concerned in Pat Rullo's corner. Dave Hedgecock.
Great boxing person too, Glenn Walsh, and a good trainer.
And Leveni continues to march forward, and a stiff little left again jolted the head back of Pat Rullo.
He's super fit, Pat Rullo.
He's taken a lot of punishment. Yep,
and he's got the eyes starting to mark up though.
Very bad cut around the left eye. A lot of blood. Hard to see exactly where the cut is. Might be on the more towards the bridge of the nose. We'll have to wait to see once that's cleaned up.
Another uppercut.
Yep. Rullo tries to answer with an uppercut.
He's fighting Tui Leveni's fight, Pat Rullo, and it's not paying dividends at the moment.
And a 4 or 5 punch combination from Rullo. Jolted the head back of Leveni. And it is a war, and it is a brawl. Again, a massive uppercut. Just misses the mark from Leveni. Rullo still on wobbly legs. Leveni marches forward. Rullo, what heart this man has. Fights back, and that's the end of a terrific third round, and that is a very bad cut over the left eye of Pat Rullo. As two greats of Australian boxing, Glenn Walsh and Barry Michael, go to work in the red corner. We'll take a short break and back with more action from Peninsula here at Docklands right after this.
How did you score the third round, Bruce?
Oh, definitely a Leveni round. Brave performance by Pat Rullo, but being outpunched, and as you've so correctly picked, Peter, that the fight is being fought on Tui Leveni's terms, as in a brawl rather than a boxing match. And we heard during between rounds that the cut over the left eye of Pat Rullo was caused by an accidental head clash. It wasn't a punch.
Referee Dave Hedgecock established that, and for the listeners out there, that means if the fight does get stopped, it's a TKO loss to Pat Rullo rather than going to the scorecards if it was caused by an accidental head clash. And I see Barry Michael in the corner. He's got the adrenaline ready. He's ready to go. He's doing the cuts, and there's no probably better cut man in Australia than Barry Michael, Bruce.
And it's a decent cut they have to deal with, and Pat Rullo's got plenty on his plate at the moment, but he's started this fourth round in better fashion, and he's working that jab and following it up with some stiff right hands behind it as well.
Pat's boxing beautifully from the outside. He needs to do that if he's going to win this fight.
It's when it gets in at close quarters that he gets in a bit of trouble, when Leveni from short range really unleashes those powerful
shots.
Yeah, uppercuts and left hooks.
But the taller, athletic guy up against a shorter, nuggety guy inside, the short, nuggety guy, a la Barry Michaels, is going to get you with the rips and hooks, just like Barry used to. And Pat Rullo's eyes seems to be getting worse.
Yeah, and we're still only halfway through the fourth round of a scheduled 10-rounder. It could become a big factor as this fight unfolds. Rullo tattoos the left jab off the face of Leveni. Leveni marches forward again though. Misses with a left hook at the break. That's better from Pat Rullo. Extensive jabbing, trying to keep Leveni at bay.
So I've seen Pat Rullo box, and he's a brilliant boxer when he's on the outside. Tonight he's tended to come on the inside, but he's got a couple of good moments there for Pat Rullo.
Yeah, he's surging a bit here. Leveni fires back with that dangerous left. But you'd have to say Pat Rullo's winning this round.
You only have to look at definitely winning this round, Pat Rullo. But he needs to, Bruce. The round's just sneaking away, and the cut's getting worse. So, he needs to take some desperate measures pretty soon if he's going to win this fight.
Continues to enjoy a good fourth round as Pat Rullo. Leveni knows only one way to go though. That's marching forward and winning from both arms. Oh, nice body shot by Rullo. Just going toe to toe now. Eventually Dave Hedgecock has to break him. Close to the end of round.
Oh, big right hand. Big right hand. It is a massive. I don't think he's going to get up, Bruce.
He won't get up from that.
He walked into it. And it was a massive right hand. This is a miraculous effort. Dave's going to stop the fight, I think. No, he's going to let him go on. He's out on his feet.
He's out on his feet.
He stopped the fight.
All over.
This has been a top performance by Tui Leveni.
Massive KO victory, and we have a new Australian light middleweight champion.
It goes over the border to Sydney, and then as we speak, the Manly are defeating Melbourne Storm. Not a good day for the Victorians.
No, huge knockout loss there to Pat Rullo, and devastating performance from Tui Leveni. Congratulations to Tui Leveni.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dave Hitchcock stopped the contest when Pat Rullo arose at the count of 8. The time, round 4, the time 2 minutes 59 seconds. Would you congratulate the new Australian junior middleweight champion from Newcastle, New South Wales, Tui Leveni. Tui Leveni. Welcome, Somchai, Nakbalee. Somchai, Nakbalee. That's Ebony. Here we go, Brian Amatruda, Barry Michael Sports on Sky Sports Channel. Welcome you to our semi-main event, Box on the Docks. Moment of Truth, Sunday afternoon fights, Sunday night fights here in the Melbourne precinct of the Docklands, right on the waterfront, as Brad Bacali said, the best venue in Australia. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO Oriental Light Welterweight Championship. The challenger, introducing in the blue corner, wearing black trunks with a touch of red and gold. Ladies and gentlemen, 31 years of age, former OPBF lightweight champion. In Australia, he's beaten big guns on the Kiki and Ganoi. At 63.30 kilograms, 17 professional fights. 10 wins, 1 draw, 6 losses, 2 inside the distance. We welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Somchai Nakbalee. Somchai Nakbalee, the challenger. And in this championship fight, originally from Marine Queensland, now living in Point Cook, Victoria. At amateur level, a 2 times Australian champ, 3 times Queensland champion. Coming off a blowout on the Gold Coast against Argentina's Olivetti. At 63.30 kilograms, the same weight as his opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, 18 fights, 17 wins, 15 by knockout. He is the reigning and defending WBO Oriental Light Welterweight champion. Black trunks with white, with Sugar Ray Giles and Julian Holloman and his brother Dallas in the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, the babyface assassin, Lance Costello.
Our semi-main event here at the Peninsula Complex at Docklands. Bruce Lever and Peter Maniatis with you in commentary. Lance Costello up against Somchai Nakbalee, the first defence of the WBO Oriental Light Welterweight title that Gostello won back in March of this year at this very venue. And Peter Maniatis, we see many tough, durable ties come to our shores and put on very strong, resolute performances. Do we expect this from Somchai Nakbalee?
Of course, Somchai's fought in most parts of Asia, and he's a good credentialed fighter, and he's got a good record, a 10-6 record, and he's been in there with some big names, Reno Kanoi and Rob Medley and a host of other big names. And yeah, we expect him to bring his experience in the ring, and we know Lance Costello is a hot prospect and looking to climb the world rankings pretty fast.
24 years of age, Lance Costello, only the one blemish on his career, that shock last round TKO loss to Guillermo Mosquera back in May of last year at the Palace nightclub in St Kilda, but strung together 7 wins on the trot since then.
I was actually commentating that fight, and Lance was a mile in front before he got stopped.
He was leading on all cards, wasn't he? He has got, if this is the first time that you're watching Lance Costello, amazing hand speed. He really is a beautiful boxer to watch. Very light on his feet.
A lot of speed too, and he's accurate with his punching. Extremely accurate. his brother Dallas was quite talented too.
He certainly was. And it's a all-star cast in his corner as well, with the legendary Ray Giles, his main corner man, of course, assisted as well. Julian Holland, the former Commonwealth champion.
Ray Giles has trained a lot of AFL footballers too. He was involved in the Collingwood Football Club, Western Bulldogs, Hawthorn Football Club, Port Adelaide Football Club, so he's well travelled in the fitness industry, a fitness guru.
I was just going to say, we use the term fitness fanatic maybe a little loosely in the sporting world these days, but it's fair to say the term fitness fanatic was thought up with Ray Giles in mind. And Gostello spearing out that bullet-like jab already. Nakbalee firing back though, but there is a distinct difference in speed. Good stiff jab again from Costello, draws a wry smile from his Thai opponent.
I know Lance tries to model himself on Oscar De La Hoya, and what a man to model yourself on.
Indeed. How many more fights has the Big O got left in him? I don't think we'll be convinced he's fully fired until maybe he's about 48.
Well, he's 35, currently 35, and fighting the great Manny Pacquiao December 6th at welterweight. Talk that he'll fight Manny Pacquiao and Ricky Hatton and then call it a day, but before the Pacquiao fight they were saying, well, the Pacquiao fight was the last fight. Before that, the Mallorca fight was the last fight. Before that, we've had a few last fights.
I can be the name dropper here, Pete. Of course, you being a personal friend of the Pac-Man.
Yep, the Pac-Man. I mean, I always used to say Pac-Man against Mike Tyson, but I'd favour De La Hoya in that fight.
Well, Danny Lee, good afternoon, Danny. Welcome back to Melbourne.
Round 2 of a scheduled 12 for the WBO Oriental Light Welterweight crown. Both fighters tipping the scales at 63.3 kilos yesterday when they weighed in at the Grosvenor Hotel in St Kilda.
Well, the old terminology, 140 pound.
140 pound, 10 stone. It's a long time since you or I were 10 stone, Peter.
Oh, I think I was 8 years of age, Bruce.
Costello and Nakbalee, the semi-main event. Of course, the big one coming up, Daniel Porky Lovett and Tiger Tim Bell for the PABA and OPBF light heavyweight titles. And already a cut over the left eye of the Thai boxer. And Costello, you would imagine, will hone in on that. And already it's...
he's blinking and he's trying to muck around with it, so it's obviously causing difficulties.
Yep, it's worrying him already. And in fact, referee Tony Moretta wants...
Was it head clash or was it a punch?
Not sure.
We've got a defining ruling on this?
I don't think we have as yet. There didn't seem to be anything between the first and second round. Now, the ringside doctor has said, no, that's okay to continue, but it certainly is causing some duress to Somchai Nakbalee. Costello brings a 17-1 record with 14 KOs into this bout. And you would think, not getting too far ahead of ourselves, Pete, but he takes care of his opponent here. He's really got to look in 2009 to step up to the next level.
He definitely will. He's number 12 now, I think, with the WBO, and we know the WBO rank people. Danny Lee's sitting ringside. Spoke to Danny Lee just before, actually, and he said they're expecting good things from Lance. And next year he's had close to 20 professional fights now. He's in his mid-20s. Next year he's going to probably look at stepping up the opposition and having some big fights.
It's all set up for him.
He's got a good promoter behind him. He's got a good trainer. He's got good management. His brother really knows boxing inside out as well, Dallas. So he's got a good team behind him. And Lance, he lives and breathes boxing. He's not a kid that gets overweight during the off-season. There's no off-season for Lance. He's 24/7.
At the moment, all he's worrying about is Somchai Nakbalee.
I know there's talk of a Lenny Zappa Lance Costello fight. That would be a ripper.
That would be a beauty.
And you got guys obviously like Rene Canoy that Lance could step in with. And we know how dangerous Canoy is.
Very dangerous, Rene Canoy.
The Filipino banger from Cebu.
Who is, isn't he enjoying a rich vein of form? And still Nakbalee continues to be worried by that cut over the left eye, which Costello opened up earlier this round. Had one time out in this round with ringside physician.
And I think Judy Bahari, Bruce, just come to think of it, it's another opponent that got in mind. A former PABA 140-pound champion and a guy with a 35-1 record, I think.
Second round, you'd give that to
Costello.
Costello again. Third round of a scheduled 12. Lance Costello up against Somchai Nakbalee, fighting for Costello's WBO Oriental Light Welterweight title. And he's ranked just outside the top 10 in the WBO as the talented young Australian. He's been very clinical and precise in the opening couple of rounds, looking maybe to step it up a gear in this third stanza.
Knowing Lance is going to look for a knockout against this guy. And with his left eye up, cut and having difficulty with impaired vision, I think Lance will probably look to land the right hand on him.
He's got a good knockout ratio, 14 of his 17 wins. Haven't required to go to the judges' scorecards, and there was that right hand Peter Maniatis was talking about. Costello on the attack again. Nakbalee's fought for plenty of regional titles before. Former PABA lightweight champion.
Yes.
Two-time PABA lightweight champion. Sorry, one time, but defended it on 2 or 3 occasions.
And also, he's got the distinctive honour of defeating Rene Kanoi in his first professional bout in Thailand. So, that's one in the resume that he's got and can never take away from him.
And also has a victory over Fatai Onakiki.
Yes.
Out at Fort Knox. So, he's no mug.
No, he's not.
And this is going to be a very good hit out for Lance Costello.
Lance has been pretty active this year, hasn't he?
He has. Just only fought, about 4 weeks ago up at the Gold Coast Convention Centre. 1-round knockout over Pablo Ernesto Oliveto on a big Jamie Meyer show.
This is his 5th fight this year, and I know he's got another one booked after this fight, so 6 fights in 1 year. An active fighter's a dangerous fighter, Bruce, because they don't rush the weight. They just rush the weight sitting around, don't they?
Exactly. Peter Maniatis and Bruce Eva with you here at the Peninsula Complex at the Docklands. The semi-main event you're watching between Lance Costello and Somchai Nakbalee. Porky Lovett and Tiger Tim Bell coming up next to headline the bill in the eagerly anticipated light heavyweight showdown. Beautifully balanced fighter, Costello. He's just so light and easy on his feet. He makes it look. He makes a very tricky technical sport look effortless.
He does, and the thing I like about Lance, he's got a good eye. He knows when to sit back, and he knows when to attack. He's got that good hand-eye coordination that the good fighters seem to have.
Well, the Thai certainly hasn't shown anything that his punching power will worry Costello. He hasn't been able to get the Australians' respect in terms of punching power, and you'd have to say that the third round again would be a Costello round.
Shut out.
Dream team. Memorabilia signed by Barry.
4th round coming up. Tony Moretta wants the stool from the Thai fighter's corner extracted from the ring, and we're back into the action. Lance Costello on the scorecard of Peter Maniatis has put the first 3 rounds in the bank quite comfortably. Interesting attack there from Nakbalee, almost leading with his head.
Well, I think Nakbalee knows now he might have to start getting desperate because the rounds are just slipping by.
And he pulls
Easier
out.
said than done, though, Bruce.
Indeed, as Costello loads up the right hand for one of the first times in the fight. He's reasonably quick in his own right, Nakbalee, but coming up against someone as fast as Costello.
He is. He just keeps flicking that left eye, though. I think that the eyes are still affecting him. And there's no blood there. I think it's just, I don't know, he's doing it again. He just keeps touching his left eye. I don't know why he's doing that, because there's no blood.
the damage, or whatever damage to the left eye, occurred early in the second round. Tony Moretta momentarily stopped the fight for Nakbalee to be checked by the ringside doctor.
I think it's just a habit he's doing now, Bruce.
Costello goes downstairs on this occasion. A right rip to the side of Nakbalee's body. A bit befuddled at the moment, it's fair to say, Somchai Nakbalee. He's had a fair taste of the speed of Lance Costello, and I think he, like everyone else in this venue, knows the power is going to come shortly.
Nice sneaky left hook there landed by Lance on the inside. I think Lance is going to start laning up now to get him out of there.
He's only been stopped the once, Somchai Nakbalee, out of his 6 losses, and that was back in November last year against Rangi, the man who he defeated in his first professional contest. He was bombed out in 2 rounds.
He retired hurt up against Rob Medley.
Yeah. And actually
that was up to welterweight, which was he was fighting outside of his weight restriction.
For sure. He's a pretty big welterweight, Robert Medley, also.
Have you seen Medley fight, Bruce?
A couple of times.
Are you impressed by Medley?
Yeah, I like him. Yep. Gostello and Nakbalee here at the Peninsula Complex at Docklands, the semi-main event on this terrific promotion put together by Barry Michael and Brian Amatruda.
Looking over the card, Bruce, who's been the star performer today on the undercard?
I'd have to say Tui Leveni, our new Australian light middleweight champion, bombing out Pat Rullo in the closing stages of the fourth round. Round 5 with a big mountain already to climb for our Thai fighter Somchai Nakbalee up against the very well credentialed Lance Costello. Costello in the black trunks with the white trim. Nakbalee the black trunks with the yellow writing on the left thigh. He continues to be worried by that left eye, Peter.
He does, and there's no blood there. It's not trickling down. I think it's just bothering him for some very... Must be something there. I don't know what it is, because it doesn't seem to be bleeding.
A couple of crisp lefts, firstly to the body and then to the chin by Gostello, who's now being urged on by his veteran trainer Ray Giles to step up the pace a little more.
I think they are looking for a stoppage to make a statement here.
For sure. Sid coming off a first round knockout victory up on the Gold Coast, only back on the 10th of September, just 4 weeks ago.
Looking at Lance, to me, he looks like a guy that wants to get in there and brawl, but he's just been disciplined and staying on the outside. But he could tell the way he just wants to get in there and start trying to
let his hands go.
But he's just trying to be disciplined.
Continues to rack up the points, does Lance Costello. He catches the Thai fighter as he comes lunging in again. Now he's blinking awkwardly both eyes.
I'm tipping it's going to be the overhand right, or the right hand that's going to do the damage here.
Capacity crowd here at this magnificent boxing venue.
Wild right hand there from Costello.
Yep.
The Thai just keeps flicking that left eye, doesn't he? And blinking.
Which has to mean that he hasn't got 100% concentration on the job at hand. And a little bit of claret just starting to trickle from the nose of Somchai Nakbalee as well.
Nice right hand there from Costello.
Beautiful right hand lead.
The Thai seems as tough as nails. He just smiles.
Costello really starting to load up now. Costello just commanding centre ring.
He is, and he's using his speed and staying on the outside. Chunking right hand there.
Beautiful right hand. Thudded into the left side of the face of Somchai Nakbalee. Approaching the halfway mark. The WBO Oriental Light Welterweight Championship is up for grabs. Lance Costello's belt it is. It looks as if the first 5 rounds are any indication that that's the way it's going to stay. Somchai Nakbalee, he's been brave, but at the moment he's being outclassed. Peter Maniatis and Bruce Eaver with you on commentary.
I've seen this fight as a shutout so far, Bruce, to Costello.
Same here. It's just a matter of whether Costello can end this one early. We haven't seen anything from the tie in terms of power to really earn Costello's respect.
Pretty sure Costello will be looking to up the ante in the next few rounds to try and take him out.
Nakbalee winning only 3 of his 10 triumphs by knockout, so certainly not a banger of any description. Alan McCall, Gus Mercurio and Wayne Ashdown, the judges for this one. Tony Moretta, the third man in centre ring. And Gostello continues to put on a clinic. Spearing left jabs, occasional stinging right hands. And not a lot in return. Whoa, huge right hand from Costello. Followed up with a cheeky little left, which again brought a wry smile to the face of Nakbalee. And usually when you're smiling there, Pete, it means you're hurt.
Poker players tend to do that, don't they? They don't let you know when they've got a good hand.
Indeed. Costello, that was almost a look-away punch, wasn't it?
He's got every punch in the book, Lance, hasn't he?
He was coming straight at us just above our commentary position, and to put Nakbalee off, just glanced over his shoulder and let rip with another big right hand, and there he goes again. He's really teeing off. Again, the right hand just whistles past the ear. Oh! Well, where did that...
Overhand right, he just walked into it.
Where did that come from?
He's all right, he winked over to Ray Giles and said he's okay. Just went into the right hand, he's a bit wonky on the knees.
He has walked right above our commentary position to a huge right hand now from Somchai Nakbalee.
Nakbalee's coming in for the finish. Hits him again with another right hand.
This will be one of the biggest
against the ropes.
This will be one of the biggest upsets in Australian boxing.
He's walking in the right hand, he's got to tie him up.
He's in all sorts of trouble.
In big trouble.
He's in all sorts of trouble. He's called it off. He's called it off. Unbelievable. Somchai Nakbalee has caused one of the biggest upsets we've seen in Australian boxing in recent memory. He was completely being dominated by Lance Costello.
I think a premature stoppage, though. That was a premature stoppage. Costello, I mean, he seemed to be okay to me.
Major surprise there.
That is a major surprise, as Howard Lee has just said, our ring announcer. The right hand just came from the clouds that sat Costello.
The overhand, right? He was doing it too easy, though, wasn't he?
Well, I guess the way we were commentating as well, it just seemed to be a stroll in the park, didn't it? He was dictating terms. Somchai Nakbalee looked completely outclassed, as we'd said quite often. He'd shown nothing in terms of power that he had anything that the Australian needed to respect, but the oldest adage in boxing, Peter, you're 10 seconds away from disaster. You're 10 seconds from disaster.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time of the stoppage by referee Tony Moretta, 2 minutes 58 seconds of round 6. Would you congratulate the new World Boxing Organisation Oriental Light Welterweight Champion from Thailand, Somchai Nakbalee.
Your fucking face tonight. Give me something great. Okay, Danielle.
Introducing first on my right, occupying the red corner with his family, Bell family here at ringside. From Glenroy, Victoria, trained by Keith Ellison, body punch city. He's a two-time Australian light heavyweight champion. 19 fights, 13 wins, 1 draw, 5 losses, 11 by knockout. At 78.6, 0 kilograms, wearing black trunks with white trim. He's a roaring, raging tiger, Tim Bell.
It's just one of those days.
Good shot. And away up behind the blue corner with Team Slater, headed by Jim Slater. From Cranbourne, Victoria, the reigning and defending PABA light heavyweight champion. 20 fights, 7 wins, 3 losses, 10 by knockout. And 78.2 kilograms. In the ring, his great mate, Matt McAvoy. Will you welcome
Former sparring partners, the two.
Porky made his professional debut at middleweight, and Tim made his professional debut at light heavyweight.
Tim Bell, Porky Lovett, the current PABA light heavyweight king. We're underway, the first of 12. And Bell comes out firing. Of course, it has been a very emotional period in the life of Daniel Porky Lovett in recent weeks. The death of close friend Matt McAvoy.
Tragic.
Incredibly tragic. He's been quoted in the press as saying returning to boxing's been the best thing for him to try and cope with the grieving process as both men unload, up, brace the legs and swing from the rafters. Who do you feel is going to have the edge in power in this one, Peter?
Both boys are evenly matched. It's one of those classic bouts where whoever does it on a night wins. It's just both guys have explosive power.
Lovett stung Bell then at the end of that exchange. Oh, massive punches. And Tim Bell, the legs just wobbled a little. He's felt the power of Porky Lovett already. Bell tries to unload again.
Great domestic fight. This has been probably the biggest domestic fight we've had for a long, long time, Bruce.
For sure, Peter. Bruce Lever and Peter Maniatis with you in commentary. This is no feeling out process either.
No, they're straight into
it.
The filling out process has been thrown out the window.
For sure. They've sparred many rounds together over the years. They know the strengths and weaknesses of each other. Just part obscured then from Dave Hedgecock, but you get the feeling a stinging right. Landed flush on the left ear of Tim Bell then from Porky Lovett.
I wonder what's going through the minds of both fighters.
Big right hand from Porky Lovett. And again he unloads.
A kick. Lovett's starting to offload now.
He's catching Tim Bell as he wades in every time. He's soaked up some big punishment already. Tim Bell. Grueling opening round. You get the feeling a little unsteady on his legs, Tim Bell. Yeah, he's copped some big shots.
He's been out of the ring for 12 months, so it's going to take him a while just to get the feel of it and have a blowout. He's probably just having a blowout.
Sensational first round from both fighters. I'd have to give it to Porky Lovett though.
Lovett round, yes.
We'll be back with the second round straight after this. Round 2 of a scheduled 12. The PABA and OPBF light heavyweight titles on the line. Porky Lovett in the blue trunks, Tim Bell in the black trunks. Explosive opening, Peter Maniatis.
World War III's just begun.
And Tim Bell He copped some huge punches in that first round, but he's stripped in magnificent condition. Both boys have, but Tim Bell looking in ripping nick. And he'll need to be, because he's already felt the power of Porky Lovett.
Come on, Pete!
Looks like a slight cut's developed on Tim Bell. I'm just going to have another quick look. He's got his back to us so we can't see, but it looks like just a trickle of blood there. Not sure.
Oh, another stinging right hand. Yeah, there's definitely a cut now over the left eye. So Tim Bell cut in the early stages of the second stanza. Not a long cut, but certainly in an awkward position if the blood starts trickling into that left eye. Dave Hedgecock warning Tim Bell for ducking his head as he comes in.
Tim Bell started his career with Darryl Ford and then moved on to Bobby McLeod and then on to Gerard Stewart, now with the legendary Keith Ellis, so he's been well schooled. Oh, nice jab there from Lovett.
Porky Lovett, of course, guided by Jimmy Slatter. And there's that little nick under the right eye of Porky Lovett.
A thorough gentleman, Jimmy Slatter. Great
Indeed.
guy.
Dave Hedgecock earning his money in centre ring. Separates the two men again.
I'm impressed with that Lovett jab.
Wings a little left hook to Porky Lovett. That was a good shot from Tim Bell. That certainly got Porky Lovett's attention. Lovett fires back. They separate once more. Couple of cheeky little lefts from Porky Lovett. Again they exchange big bombs. Both fighters have got huge support bases. And the crowd in full voice for an all-action opening.
A slight nick on Lovett's eye as well.
Yeah. Lovett fires from both hands, and then a stiff left jab. Oh, and then a good straight right. Tim Bell continues to walk forward, though. Both punches from Lovett stopped him in his tracks. He'll march up again, though, throwing as he does. Lovett on the retreat. And then the end of round two. Back with round three right after this.
Match of the decade. Amatruda, very local.
Round three. 12 rounds are scheduled. Porky Lovett in the blue trunks. Tiger Tim Bell in the black. Been impressed with Lovett's jab so far tonight.
Lovett's fought a good, cautious fight. He hasn't been wild, but he's been super aggressive and he's been on the money. Timmy needs to settle a bit. Timmy settles, he's going to come into the fight a lot better.
They clinch again, and Dave Hedgecock once more separates the two boys. Good rights from Lovett. Bell continues to march forward.
Bell's like the Terminator. He just keeps coming, doesn't he?
Keeps coming. Buries his head in Porky Lovett's chest and just keeps swinging. Lovett covers up. Not many of those last few punches did any damage.
Flashback of Rod Grandcar, the way he kept coming then, Bell.
And he marches forward again. His attack has been relentless this round.
Come on, Timmy!
Good right hand from Tim Bell.
Tim Bell's having a good moment here in the fight.
He certainly is. Again, Dave Hedgecock separates them.
Sneaky right hand landed there. Lovett comes back with a nice jab though.
Ferocious pace the first three rounds of this bout.
For big boys, I mean, we're talking about 80 kilo guys in there. The pace has been hectic.
Nice left hand by Lovett at the start of that exchange. Work rate from Tim Bell has been terrific in this round.
He's stepped it up, hasn't he?
Sure has. As expected, Keith Ellis in the corner have done a terrific job with the cut. Just over Tim Bell's left eye. Big uppercut from Tim Bell. This has got war written all over it.
As we stated before, Bruce, let World War III begin.
Good right hand from Tim Bell, and he continues to pressure Porky Lovett. The momentum has shifted in this fight, no doubt about it.
No doubt, no doubt. The ascendancy's been taken up here by Tim Bell.
He's having a very good third round.
Constantly moving forward, relentlessly throwing punches. Good counters here from Lovett.
That's his best moment of the round.
Separated them quite nicely.
Bell marches forward again. Plants the head on the chest of Lovett. And a terrific round 3. That's a Tim Bell round for mine.
Tim Bell for me.
Here we go, round 4. We haven't been let down so far in the first 9 minutes of action between Tim Bell and Daniel Lovett for the OPBF and PABA light heavyweight crowns here at the Docklands. And Bell continues to take the ascendancy, Pete.
Both boys starting where they left off.
It was a big third round for Tiger Tim Bell after we had Porky Lovett winning the first couple. And Bell is just relentless in his attack, but Porky Lovett fires back with both hands. Tremendous action.
Both boys a credit to their trainers and to the sport. This has been a contest where both boys have not given an inch. And to think that both these guys are great mates and sparring partners that have been there together, it's pretty funny.
There's a tremendous amount of respect.
Oh, for sure.
For each other.
For sure.
Tim Bell is just swarming all over Porky Lovett at the moment, but Lovett giving as good as he's getting. Having to fight on the back move though as Bell again comes crashing in. Bell appears to be getting bigger as the fight's unfolding.
Well, Bell technically got more reach and he's definitely taller. But yeah, you're right, he seems to be growing, doesn't he?
He was caught with a couple of good shots there from Porky Lovett, who has got very heavy hands.
Both boys are heavy-handed, and we know Lovett's got that explosive punching power, so has Bell. As we said before, this is both boys can knock any opponent out with either hand. So it's a game of who lands will win the fight, and who executes the best game plan wins the fight. And at this stage, it's even. I've scored the fight even. How have you scored it, Bruce?
Well, I'd be giving Tim Bell this round at the moment. And if that stays the same over the closing stages of this fourth stanza, it would have a dead level as well.
Yep.
First 2 rounds to Porky Lovett. Next 2 to Tim Bell.
I concur, Bruce.
Just an ever so slight breather for both men. Now back into it again. Bell misses with a couple of big shots. They're just above our commentary position. Dave Hitchcock separates them again.
Having the Bell corner done well with a cut.
Extremely well.
Same with Porky. Porky had a cut and that seems to have done well as well.
Oh, yeah.
Good sportsmanship.
Terrific 4th round. Tim Bell likes what he's seeing. Lifts both arms to the crowd at the end of the round. You'd give that to Tim Bell?
Yes.
Exciting. Main event Sunday night. We're not too late.
Appreciate your company. Bruce Eva and Peter Maniatis with you at the Peninsula at Docklands. We're watching the main event between Tiger Tim Bell in the black, Daniel Porky Lovett in the blue. The OPBF and PABA light heavyweight titles on the line. We've scored at 2 rounds apiece. It has been a terrific fight to cap off what has been a sensational night of boxing here put on by Barry Michael and Brian Amatruda.
Oh, Bell landed a right hand, left hook combination then.
Yeah, and Porky fires back.
Oh! Porky fires straight back. This is a good exchange.
Swinging from the knees, both fighters then.
Yours for mine.
And then Lovett fires first once they go at it again.
Good in work there from Lovett.
Bell won't be denied though, his work rate is sensational. Lovett again. Throws in some stinging punches. And a cut now over the right eye of Tim Bell. The first time he's turned around since that exchange. And a big cut over the right eye.
Was that a punch or a headbutt? We don't know.
We don't know as yet. Dave Hedgecock again separates them. He's going to have a good, time out. And he wants the doctor to have a look at this cut. No indication yet whether it's from a head clash or a punch.
No, because it might have to go to the scorecards.
And
interesting that the doctor didn't wipe the blood away.
No. He says it's right.
Oh, Bell starts. Now it's on.
This is a war.
This is as good as it gets, Bruce.
It's hard to find words to describe this. The pictures are telling the story. Bell continues to attack, blood flying everywhere.
Doesn't seem to be affecting Bell. He's ruthless.
Lovett's got a couple of big targets to aim at. The bloodied face of Tim Bell, who won't be denied though. Lovett bleeding from the nose. Claret sprouting from the right eye of Tim Bell. I'm sure that, right on the cut again from Lovett with a stiff jab. Almost swung himself off his feet then, Porky Lovett. Bell relentless though.
He's like the Terminator, Tim Bell. He just keeps coming.
Peter, is this the 5th round of the 12th? Oh, what a round.
I'm just hoping this fight's not stopped on cuts. It'll be a shame, Bruce.
Certainly I would expect the doctor to take a close look at the cut over the right eye of Tim Bell at the end of this 5th round.
Oh, both boys swing it away.
Toe to toe. Lovett getting the better of it.
Yes, good moment there for Lovett.
What a war. No matter how the rest of this unfolds, people will be talking about this one already for years to come. Bell and Lovett. It's taken so long to get this one on, but hasn't the wait been worth it? How do you score that round, Peter Maniatis?
Lovett's round.
Lovett's round, I agree, which would just edge him ahead. We'll take a short break. Back with the 6th round from Peninsula Docklands right after this. Are still in the ring. Finally, we're going to be underway. What sort of job has the Bell corner done on that cut, almost that slice over the right eye? An amazing round 5.
We still don't know. Was it caused by a punch or a headbutt?
Good question, Peter.
I'd say favourite it was a punch, because if it was a headbutt, Dave Hedgecock would have said that it was a headbutt, but we'll ask him in between the rounds anyway.
Yep, there was certainly no warning to Daniel Lovett about any headbutt or any head clash in that 5th round, and the punches flowed so freely and found the mark so often that one can only assume it was from a punch. Lovett bleeding as well from the left nostril. Not surprisingly.
Oh, right hand there landed by Bell.
I was going to say, not surprisingly, the pace had slowed, but on saying that, a terrific straight right from Tim Bell. Lovett took it well, but Bell, and then Bell takes 2 of Porky Lovett's best shots as well and takes them comfortably. Both men have taken the best blows from their opponent. Both having to dig deep. Just a little rubbery on the legs, Porky Lovett, it must be said. Digging deep already into their reserves of strength and character here, Peter Maniatis.
Definitely, both boys just picking their moments at the moment, because their pace has been such sprint, stop, sprint, stop, sprint, stop, sprint. Both boys have to pick their moments because it's a 12-round fight.
Momentum swinging wildly. On our unofficial scorecard, we have Porky Lovett just a point ahead. But Tim Bell is winning this round. Mind you, Lovett then fires back. Attack and counter-attack.
Bell is relentless moving forward,
He is, isn't he? Keith Ellis has got him in magnificent shape.
All credit to Keith.
And Jimmy Slatter the same with Porky Lovett.
100%. Lovett's got blood coming out of his mouth. They are bad cuts because it bleeds straight down your throat.
Very difficult with him with the breathing. His mouth wide open now, Porky Lovett. Bleeding from a cut in the mouth. The Bell corner have done a terrific job with his cuts.
That's what I was just about to say.
Bell continues to walk forward. Couple of uppercuts found the mark. Lovett then fires back. Bell keeps firing. Amazing fight.
Both boys going beyond the call of duty.
We're not even at the halfway mark, Peter. How can they keep this up? One of the best we're only halfway through, and already one of the best All-Australian fights we have seen in years. Who would you give that round to? I think it's a Tim Bell round.
Tim Bell round.
Which has it all level again at the halfway mark. 6 down, 6 to go. More action to come from the Peninsula Docklands very shortly. Round 7, Tim Bell lifts his arms to the heavens before the start of the round. The second half of the fight begins. Can it live up to the first half of the fight? Bell gets the better of the early exchanges, bounces 3 or 4 punches off the side of the head of Porky Lovett. View obscured just slightly by Dave Hedgecock, third man in centre ring, and what a job he's done also.
I'm impressed at how physically strong both boys are.
They have both taken the other's best and then some. We haven't had a knockdown. Both have been wobbled. There's been rubbery legs on a couple of occasions. But it speaks volumes for their physical conditioning. Big uppercut from Bell, but then a great
Lovett right on the money and right hand.
He's got Bell hurt. He's got Bell hurt. Bell's in a bit of trouble here. He hangs on. Has Porky got the energy to follow it up? Overhand right from Lovett. Bell looking for a breather.
Nice right hand there from Bell.
A terrific right hand. Fatigue clearly setting in for both men.
Blood coming out of Porky Lovett's mouth.
Herculean effort by both boxers. Couple of right hands wobbled Bell again. Punching each other to a standstill. Then Bell fires back with 2 good left hooks. Terrific stuff. Tim Bell and Daniel Porky Lovett. The OPBF and PABA light heavyweight titles on the line. Blood coming from the mouth of Porky Lovett, and that cut over the right eye has opened up again on Tim Bell. Dave Hedgecock again gets between them, warns Bell for ducking his head low as he comes in. Hard round to score this one, Pete.
Extremely hard round. Both boys are so evenly matched that each time one boy lands, the other one counters.
Yep. Maybe have Lovett marginally ahead for that 30 seconds of domination early in the round, but as we say that, that's about 8 unanswered punches from Bell, but then Lovett fires back again.
Seesawing.
Both men almost swung off their feet then. Lovett looks very fatigued.
Both boys swinging away.
He is very, very fatigued, Porky Lovett. Wow. How did Lovett get to the end of that round? More out of fatigue. He is in a lot of trouble in terms of fatigue. And
Lovett looked exhausted to me.
No petrol tickets at the end of that round. Can he summon the energy in a minute? We'll be back shortly with round 8. Porky Lovett slow up off his stool, trying to use every bit of, or every second to rest. Body shots from Tim Bell. Porky Lovett's in trouble here.
Tim Bell reminds you of Margarito.
They've thrown the towel in. They've thrown the towel in. And Porky Lovett's not happy. Jimmy Slatter has seen enough. And Tiger Tim Bell is the new OPBF
broken loose in the crowd as well.
PABA light heavyweight champion. Jimmy Slatter had seen enough. He's thrown the towel in. Porky Lovett disgusted with the
prematurely. Why did he throw the towel in?
Huge victory for Tiger Tim Bell. Huge victory. He is the new OPBF and PABA light heavyweight champion with a stoppage.
Porky Lovett's filthy at the moment. Did you see why? Why would he have thrown the towel in?
He was certainly extremely fatigued at the end of the 7th round.
But he wasn't hurt.
I guess Jimmy Slatter loves Daniel Porky Lovett like a son. And he obviously saw in the early seconds of that 8th round that he hadn't recovered well enough from the fatigue that had set in extremely late in the 7th.
The official time, 15 seconds into round 8. Ladies and gentlemen, would you congratulate the new Pan-Asian Boxing Association and Oriental Pan-Pacific Boxing Federation light heavyweight champion, Tiger Tim Bell! And a big round of applause for a gun warrior, Daniel Porky Lovett. Daniel Lovett, come up and take a photo. Hope you've had a great night. Keep punching. Congratulations. How about 3 cheers for Timmy Bell? Well done, the Tiger. Keep punching.